everybody, it's Stuart here from Bits of Chips. Welcome back to my journey into profitable poker. So today I'm going to be looking at levels of thinking. So what is levels of thinking? Well, it is considered imperative to be able to outplay and mislead your opponents in the game of poker. Whilst playing this skilled game, you should always think one step ahead of your opponent. It is equally as important to be able to analyse every situation and piece together the puzzles of information to be able to play smart, win more at the poker table. If you can figure out what your opponent is holding, you can make the most profitable decisions on the poker table. So let's take a look at the different levels.
Like most concepts in poker, there is no right or wrong answer. Like the player types we covered, it depends on who you talk to or what book you read will depict a different number of levels. Some will say there are only 4, some will say there are up to 10. For my requirements and at the stakes I will be playing at, 5 levels will be more than sufficient. Still, it's a good idea to have an understanding what a few more levels or above are in the likely event I will encounter these players. Level 0. Oddly, the level starts at level 0. This level is reserved for complete novices who have absolutely no concept of the rules of poker or people who are blind drunk, and their game screams, "I know nothing of poker." Level 1. Level 1 is the base level of thinking for poker players. These players follow the rules of the game as studied in a book. They basically keep on thinking and analysing how strong their hand is in order to win the pot. Level 1 players are very bad at bluffing because they make bluffs without taking into account what their opponents may be holding. Again, like level 0, this level of thinking is extremely basic, and thinking like this will result in losses against the vast majority of players a player level 1 thinker will encounter. Level 2. A large section of poker players fall into this category, which finds the player asking the question, "What does my opponent have?" At this level of thinking, players are aware of what their own hand beats and start to give thought of what their opponent's hand strength is. Such players consider what their opponent will be holding, but don't have enough knowledge and experience to play the game based on mathematics and game strategies. The majority at this level are still losing players, but at least they are progressing up the right way up the multi-level thinking ladder. Level 3. Once you have hit level 3, things start to become a bit more complicated or interesting, depends on how you look at it. If you are a level 3 thinker, whenever you are involved in a hand, you will be wondering to yourself, "What does my opponent think I have?" and trying to play your hand based on how your hand strength is perceived by your opponents. Level 3 players are generally more situationally aware and will often bluff in optimal spots rather than marginal ones, thanks to being able to project a range of hands onto those around them. The slight difference between a level 2 thinker and a level 3 can often be the difference between a losing player and a winning one. Level 4. To reach level 4, you need to be asking yourself, "What does my opponent think I think he has?" It sounds complicated, and it is. And even if you're thinking at this level, it is unlikely any of your opponents are anyway. This level is generally reserved for poker experts, as they have a proper hold on their thought process and can use it to their advantage. Further, the competition gets tough if there are more players of this advanced level at the poker table. So as a general rule, you should stick to playing at one level above your opponent in order to beat them. It's not easy to categorize your opponents as they do not come with signs informing you of their level of thought, but you can make decent judgments by analyzing the way they play. To become a winning player, you should be able to play at level 3, but this does not mean that you should play at this level all the time. You should be flexible and change your level depending on your opponent, and you will find that you will be making more profitable plays in the long run. So now's the time to give me your thoughts. What do you think about levels of thinking? Do you employ these thought processes in your game? Have you ever come up against a player and thought, "I knew you had that hand"? Let me know in the comments below.
So that's a good overview of the levels of thinking that I will be using and facing against, plus some solid information for my strategy. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you join me on the next one. And as always, if you want to find me, you can catch me on Twitter or Facebook and now Instagram, or you can comment on this video below. And if you haven't already done so, please press the subscribe button now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.